Hi everybody, what's happening? What's popping? What's popping? I'm here getting ready to do your collective readings. Okay. I'm here laying down, in the closet because it's smaller. It's smaller, and these cold chill spells in Houston, and I have an empty apartment. I haven't bought any furniture or anything yet, right? Until I get all this money political situation going on, with the FBI and my inheritance and all that, and all my money being frozen, So I'm a little bit, I gotta wait, uh, and it be cold. Out here in Texas, a lot of storms, going on. I don't know, there are a lot of storms, and it's very symbolic, So and yes, my duplex does have a heating and air conditioning, but I don't put it on because I really am not an air conditioning person. I don't like air conditioners, you know. But I don't like the cool draft that falls over Houston in the evening, you know. Even though the trees are blooming and it's looking very very nice, so for some reason I find solace and comfort in my walk-in closet. I have a huge walk-in closet. I have three of them. So I'm just laying down here with Simon. Simon, want to say hello? Mishu, Mishu, Mishu. Come here, look. Right here. Say hello. Hi, everybody. I know it's late. Thank you for tuning in. But, it's been roughneck. Come on, baby. Come on. Don't be scared. He gets so scared. He doesn't want to be in the camera. You want to say hello? Yeah, he really doesn't like being on the camera. He really, and I try. I do try. He really doesn't like it. Look at him, look at him, look at him. Look, he's on a standstill, waiting for me to let him go. There you go. See, I'm going to put the camera down. Say hi, Simon. Say hi. Huh? He turns away from the camera. He turns away from the camera. There's nothing, I can do. He's just so cute. He just plays so cute there. Say hello. Again, he turns and want. He just want. Um, you know, turn the camera. Turn the camera. But I have to turn the camera anyway so that I can start the reading. Okay, I'm gonna let you go, Simon. I know you want to go. Yes. They see me just whoop the looper. He's another looper. Now, and by the way, I do have a more. Let me put over here. I do have more information about the Bermuda Triangle and the looper. I haven't heard much from you guys about that video. It's a difficult video. It's a difficult video to really get your hands on and try to understand, because nothing is known about the Bermuda Triangle, right? We do know that we have unidentified submerged objects, USOs, that go into the waters of the Bermuda Triangle, because you don't see them go into the water in any other ocean other than the Bermuda Triangle, right? In the Atlantic. And then the Devil's Triangle, which is, of course, in the other side of the planet towards Asia. That whole, it's one full strait, but there are two loopers coming from each side. And we don't know where the exit is, But we do know where the portal of entry is, and it is the Bermuda Triangle. And have you guys ever wondered why these spaceships that go into the water haven't, see, it's right in your face. The thing is that we're not oceanographers. We're not people to understand, or even many of us know the Earth's grid. So we don't, as average human beings, we don't understand this unless we go into the academic sciences and learn it. Okay. Otherwise, we're not going to know. But if you go on Google or go on the internet and research where these unidentified submerged objects, right? Instead of UFOs, it's USO. Where do they dip into the ocean? Where? And they'll tell you that it is in the Atlantic or on the other side of the ocean, the Indian Ocean. The Bermuda Triangle extends, the Devil's Triangle, the Bermuda Triangle is all one track, but it's a portal that takes you to other dimensions. And other beings come from other dimensions, coming right out from our Bermuda Triangle portal, which somehow connects to other portals that don't even have anything to do with our universe or our current solar system. So I'm just throwing that out there, okay? I know. So let me see if there's anybody there to say hello. Let me say hello to come up. Good evening. Let me say hello live. Because, for some reason, it's always difficult for me to get to see who's here. Okay, let's see. And one of my glasses broke, of course. He's, what is that? Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. It's deep. It is deep. Trench deep. Yeah, it is. It's deep. It's deep. But that's where they're coming from. That is where they're coming from. Do you know that there's one of the Star Trek movies? One of the Star Trek movies, the one that you go to the actual movies to pay and see, I actually did a point about that, where the starship comes out of the water and some primitive people see them, and then they start drawing on the ground the spaceship Enterprise. And the woman said, we cannot interfere with their lives and their evolution. We cannot risk for them to see us. But yet they were seen by accident by this life, because they looped into another solar system with another reality. And they said these people, they're like cavemen, because, they're trying to mimic us, our experience. And it shows you. And that right there shows you that they know. If they put it in the movie, they know that this is not fiction. Nothing is new under the sun. Okay? So just like these beings come, they could be us in the future from another timeline coming through. It's a looper. Okay? Anyway, all that is gonna come out in the open. And scientists knows this, doesn't it? And I just scratched the surface because there was more to say, but I'm keeping it to myself for now. Giving it in piecemeal. You have to, because this stuff can be very, very dangerous. Well, you already know that, right? With what I'm going through. Look at that. Look what I'm going through, right? And this is not even the government or the Vatican. This is just my family. So can you imagine if the fucking government wanted to do me in, or the Vatican wanted to put, you know what I'm saying? People have been killed for less. So you gotta be careful. Me, I'm not afraid of, thank God, of anything. And that's not to be arrogant, but you can't be an earth angel or a warrior of God and be afraid. You just can't. I do take very healthy measures and precautions, which minimizes my fear of anything going wrong or something jumping off that I may not be prepared for. And even if it does, because again, I have a military background, I have military training. People forget that I was in the military, second lieutenant officer training, you know. And I've been taught all kinds of scenarios and crises, you know, and how to overcome poisons and things like that, or starvation and hunger. You know, God just didn't throw me out into the trenches without preparation. You know, I've been a warrior and a soldier for many lifetimes, many lifetimes. So I came equipped for this war. Uh, but to me, it just seems silly, silly and treacherous, you know, and that's going to be the core of this reading, you know, which is why I coined it the tower. Yeah, because right now, as we speak, there are towers slapping bitches mamas like nobody's business. I mean, it's so bad. I mean, there are people losing their lives here. There are still people being killed, you know, over my money, my inheritances, and the same for you out there in the collective. Uh, if you've been feeling uncomfortable and you've been feeling eerie and uneasy, don't discount it. It's because there's a lot going on behind the scenes. A lot going on. And the government is involved somehow. I've yet to figure that out. Maybe I'm underestimating myself. And maybe many of you out there that this is happening to are underestimating yourselves. But and I hate to say it like this because it does sound like self-deprecation, but it's not. Uh, I don't think that I'm all of that for the government and the Vatican and high interest groups and secret societies to want to come out and take me out. What the fuck for? Compared to them, what am I? A peon? You know, how am I important in all of this compared to these big motherfuckers who got something better to do, or bigger enemies, or bigger conspiracies to cover or hide or eliminate than the kind of stuff that I'm talking about, which is public knowledge. It's not like I'm telling you something that's original and unique and different. What I'm telling you has been predicted and prophesied before. And I tell you where to go look for it and where to go find it. You know? So I never understood the level of threat that my information is proposing, because it's nothing new at all. Right? Maybe I'm unique in putting distinctive facts together to clarify things, but doesn't everybody? Everybody has a point of view. Everybody has a different perspective in which to address the same issues or problems. I don't think I'm that different. But for some reason, this has caused anger and an uproar to not just my family and friends and lovers who are the ones trying to kill me, but now it has brought the attention to the government and the Vatican. So now there people are taking a closer look, or a deeper look as to who I am and what I'm about. But I mean, shit. I never stopped being the same person. Yeah, I've always been consistent with that. I know I have my napkin here. I've always been consistent with that. So I have this talk with you as a prelude to the collective reading, The Tower, because there are many towers happening to many people, and there are people who have been accomplices to the main characters who have been doing all this evil, who are going to get an equal weight of karma as those who have been the puppet masters. Okay, so if you play a minimal role in trying to hurt or destroy somebody, you're going to get the maximum in the karma, just like the puppet masters and the bosses above you. It seems that, like, and I mentioned in the Bible, it says in the Bible, God is slow to anger. Well, he's angry now. He is angry now. And now I don't know who is going to be able to stand after he's done with all of these towers that's befalling the enemies that went against the collective. It's a serious situation. Oh, guys, I always got to do my hair. These braids are very difficult to do. and complicated to maintain and clean, which is why I don't do them all at once, because it's a lot of work. One takes me about 45 minutes to make, and I have over 216 hair strands. So it's a lot to do. And you have to maintain it and then trim the top so it doesn't grow out and look, sloppy. It's work. But it's my magical hair, like Samson, and gold and silver to bring down the energies of the sun and the moon. It's another form of magic. You guys should do it. You'd be surprised. That's an upgrade in itself. Okay. Now, let us do the collective reading like we normally do, right? Oops. That's why I'm on the floor. Because they be falling on the floor. So, well, okay. Well, that's going to happen. Fuck it. Like they say, fuck it. No, let me be on the floor. Drinking my peppermint tea. So, okay. Spirit, let's do a little prayer. God, sanctify the reading, sanctify the call, may your blessings and revelations come through with love and purity. Amen. Okay. So let's see what's going on. Reading, I'm open for readings. My number is 281-690-8825. I am up until 4 in the morning if you want to call for a reading. And you do my Cash App, of course, is FERNA number 5 NDO, right? Fernando, with the number 5 after the A. All right. And of course, my ZELLE is 347-485-6258. Okay. So let's see what's going on with the collective. We're going to do the usual, breaking it down into 3 categories. All right. So can I have the first category? The first category, please. Oh, man. Now that I've mastered the situation of the cards falling on the floor, because now I'm on the floor, now I have to deal with multiple cards falling out at once. It's always something. Always something. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And we have for the first grouping, the Queen of Pentacles. Today's reading, or tonight's reading, might be a little bit more elaborate, since it feels to me like we're reaching the end of this drama, this saga. So we're going to go into deeper, so it might be a little longer reading. Good. Do we have a second grouping? Do we have a second grouping? We do. We got Judgment in the reverse. Judgment in the reverse, I had mentioned before, is when human beings take it into their hands to judge a situation or an individual. And again, no one has the sovereignty to judge another person or a situation and be conclusive about it to the point where they take action against the situation or the person. The only living essence that can judge a human being and a situation is the Almighty God. Okay? So when you see the judgment card coming out in the reverse in the reading, that means that someone took it upon their own hands to call judgment where they had no sovereign right to call judgment. These people are the ones that pay the worst karma for acting like God or taking God's job. And usually these are people with God complexes. Right? So this is a second grouping. Okay. Do we have a third category? Do we have a third category? I keep hearing the term Bonnie and Clyde. But Bonnie and Clyde were far smarter than these stupid comics. They were far smarter than this. So I won't even give them that comparison. Okay, we got the Three of Cups in the reverse. And that to me is still category 2. So we're going to put that one there for category 2. Okay. So we got a category 3. Category 3, please. In the collective. That includes all signs. Right? A whole bunch was dipping. All right. So we have a third category. Oh, no, what I tell you? What I tell you? The High Priestess. The High Priestess in the upright. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your super chat. Thank you so much. I love you. Love you very much for that. Okay, so we got 3 categories. We got the Queen of Pentacles. We got the Judgment in the reverse with the 3 of Cups. And then the third category is the High Priestess. So let us start with the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is someone who is very abundant, very smart, very savvy, very good in business, usually is a philanthropist, has a lot of influence in the community or in a city. Her money stretches everywhere. Her name might be on plaques dedicated to buildings, hospitals, schools. You never know. It's old money. This type, that the Queen of Pentacles. She's looking at her pentacles, showing that her only focus is to make money. That's what she's looking at the pentacles and holding it. She's wearing red, meaning that she has the ability to jump like a man and make movements. The carpet is red, which means that everything about it is about power and influence. And the cape is green in the back, showing her reserves of money and abundance, with the yellow on the top showing wisdom and intelligence in making this money and directing this money, coupled with wisdom and grace, which is the blue. Okay, so it's in the upright, so we are going to assume that this is the good situation here. This is the good, and this can be a man embodying a Queen of Pentacles, or it could be a woman. Okay, let's see what's going on. Okay. And with a collective, considering a situation. Okay, we got the King of Cups in the reverse. The King of Cups in the reverse coming out next to the Queen of Pentacles in the upright suggests that this King of Cups is somehow on this woman or man with this energy of the Queen of Pentacles on their tail, or that they're constantly thinking about this Queen of Pentacles energy. And with the King of Cups in the reverse, there's no emotional fulfillment or emotional gratification, or there's no positive emotional expectations that maybe this person wanted to achieve from this Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles in the upright suggests that she stands in the right, while the King of Cups in the reverse stands in the wrong. Okay, so if I had to choose a side, I would choose the side of the Queen of Pentacles versus the King of Cups in the reverse. This can also mean selfish energy. Okay, and I'm getting narcissistic energy. Okay, so what about the King of Cups in the reverse? Ooh, ooh, ooh! Ah! All these cards came out. Bam! It's a lot of them. So I'm forced to look at it. And read. Okay, so we got the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. So when it comes out next to the King of Cups in the reverse, this King of Cups is angry and upset that the wheels of fortune have been turning towards the Queen of Pentacles' favor. Okay? And this has caused anger, competition, fighting, and this could be outside of the awareness of the Queen of Pentacles, right? So this Wheel of Fortune turning towards the rightful person who deserves to be at the right portion of the wheel has caused a reaction that has everybody fighting, right? Here we have the Devil. And the Devil coming out next to the Five of Wands suggests that whatever diabolical scheme was being set up by these groups of people, possibly led by the King of Cups in the reverse, or he is an accomplice to it, this has caused a tremendous fuck up with everybody involved. And I'm getting there with the Five of Wands. You're dealing with community. You're dealing with a community of people, a community of people that are either for you or against you, collective. And they have evil intentions with the Capricorn energy of the Devil here. Okay, and they're upset because the Wheel of Fortune, which came up in the upright, has gone towards the Queen of Pentacles' favor and against these people who have been trying to conspire against this Queen of Pentacles. And again, this could be a man in this type of energy or a woman. All right? We got here the Knight of Swords. I mean, the King of Swords in the reverse. Someone very bad, diabolical, and ruthless and cruel. And he came out next to the Devil. So this person is the leader of the pack, which has them fighting and going crazy over this southern turn of events of the Wheel of Fortune. Right? And here, and why are they angry? Why are they bad? Why are they going all crazy? Because with the Death in the reverse, these people don't want a cycle to change, or they don't want to see a cycle come to an end. Right? And this involves the happiness and peacefulness of a King of Wands in the upright. The King of Wands in the reverse is the anti-hero Virgo person who is not going to experience any kind of fulfillment or happiness. But this king in the upright is the good guy, right? The hero versus the anti-hero, okay? Somebody wanted to see this king lose everything. 10 of Cups in the reverse, lose family, lose everything. Somebody was controlling the situation from behind the scenes, and it was someone with Knight of Wands energy, very immature, very reckless energy, a Don Juan type of energy. And with the Pisces, the Hangman in the reverse, suggests that this person has gotten enlightenment that they have not been able to stop something that they thought they were winning over. So this is talking about a particular group, the ringleader of this group, and the Queen of Pentacles being kind of unfazed, untouched, unbothered about this whole situation going on behind the scenes. Okay. Spirit, what is the going to be the climax or the conclusion of this situation with this group fighting, this being exposed, the Queen of Pentacles being unbothered, and this King of Cups in the reverse being upset, angry that the Wheel of Fortune did not turn in their way or on their favor? What is the conclusion concerning this particular group in the collective that is experiencing this? Show me. He's the Knight of Wands. Same energy. This is the same King of Wands, a Knight of Wands energy, which is immature energy. I think like this person is in a teenager or in their 20s again, when they're in their mid 50s, right? Mature energy. But why are we to conclude for this group concerning this situation? The devil. The devil, again, next to the Knight of Wands, immature energy and reckless and dangerous. Dangerous because the person is not a young person. This person is in the Middle Ages. Okay? Right. And the Capricorn recommends suggest old age, or middle age as well. So this person is acting like a young buck, but this person is too old to be doing that. Right? And they're being very reckless. And that's the number 15, the devil, which is sensuality. So there's a lot of sexual irresponsibility here. And this person might even be diseased and is spreading his diseases and STDs, STIs to many, many people. That has come out in the readings too, Okay. Why? But so far, nothing conclusive yet. Let's see. What is the conclusion? What can we conclude with this person and what he's doing? We got two cards coming on. I'm gonna read them together. Okay. This person has tremendous burdens and tremendous karma that they have accumulated because of their recklessness. Okay. And they have the audacity to be angry about it and blame somebody else. And they are charging forward with the Knight of Swords for something. It doesn't give me any type of energy that they're going to succeed at making a point or proving a point about anything, since this person is losing everything or has lost everything. All righty. Yeah, because next to the devil, this person is trying to rush in to do no good to somebody else. All right. Thank you again for the super chat. Thank you. Much love. Much love. Thank you. Okay. What else? Please donate. Please give. 347-485-6258 on the Zelle or Cash App Fernando, FERNA, number 5, NDO. And of course, you can always call for a reading. Okay, the truth of a situation is about to come out. And that truth is that there was money stolen, money withheld, an opportunity to even make more money has been blocked by somebody who did not want to see you, collective, get an advantage and move ahead and really change your life with this new opportunity, which you never knew about because it was blocked. Okay? But this has been illuminated. This has been illuminated. And whatever they try to do to stop you from getting this information about this job or opportunity or this money or whatever it is, okay, it's not going to work. You are going to have victory and you're going to get exactly everything that has been taken from you and that you deserve and more, and even gifts by the Creator for your strength, your patience, your perseverance, and your determination to soldier on despite all of these things happening to you, collective. And the person or persons responsible are your own family members. The 10 of Pentacles talks about family dynamics and family wealth, generational wealth. But in this instance, it's talking about your family because it came out next to the sun. So it was illuminated that the problem is your family. The entire family is going down. A tower is falling, and every single member of your family, friends, and associates and accomplices that have all played a role in trying to steal from you and also have you murdered. Let's not forget that there was a plot to have you murdered by your own family and friends and lovers. It's deep. It's deep, and this has been illuminated, and the FBI and law enforcement already knows about this. And if your house or the house of the ops is being raided, or it's only a matter of time, but this is reaching a climax. And this is for the first grouping. Somebody's on the run too. Somebody's on the run. Someone got shot. There was a robbery and somebody got shot. There's a lot going on here. Something about a hotel, you know, and staying in a hotel. Someone is sleeping in their car and they're still trying to conspire. Somebody's losing their home. So a home is being raided and they're being kicked out. Okay, so the second grouping, judgment in the reverse, along with the Three of Cups in the reverse. So the Three of Cups is about a third-party situation, number one, or it could be about a community. Like the Five of Wands is also about community, right? There's a few cards that accent community, a community grouping, community of peoples, right? So here we have the Judgment in the reverse with a community. That's the feeling I'm getting. An entire community wrongfully judged a person or a situation. And let's go into more details about that. And they're getting karma for this, by the way. They're getting karma for this. Okay, now this group is trying to defend themselves and defend their position as to why they took this stance. Many people jumping into conclusions without knowing the facts or even researching the facts of what is going on. But they just jumped in the bandwagon without any evaluation of the facts, or if there were any facts that were presented in the first place. Okay, now they have to defend themselves because now everything is backlashing. Okay, what else? What else? This is the second grouping. And there is the King of Cups in the reverse. The King of Cups in the reverse is defending himself because of a wrongful judgment that he did. He probably lied on you, collective, and judged you on something which had a community convinced, and then they turned against you. So this King of Cups in the reverse is the puppeteer behind this deception, and now he's in the position of having to defend himself over this judgment towards a person, either you, someone you know, or a situation. Okay. I hear that there was a lot of terrible lies, gruesome lies, debilitating, hurtful lies. And money and opportunities to make money and increase the wealth has been blocked. Because you see the yellow, it's all yellow, the red. So this is like, this could blow up into something huge. And this was purposely blocked. From you, someone you know, or someone you're thinking about, that could affect, in a good or bad way, a situation. And there is the group and the situation. Okay? This backlash has caused an entire community and group to go into fighting because the karma is now knocking on their doors and fucking people up. Let me tell you, I'm telling you, I cannot stress to you what the woo. Listen, I can't explain just how bad it is, but it is bad. It is bad what's happening behind the scene. It is really bad. And I know that many people don't watch the news anymore, but this is all over the news. Okay? And we have, see, they're still watching and slandering and doing a lot, but not as much as they used to, because everything has been out in the open and everything's been exposed. So they're trying to be low key about it, but they're not stopping. They are still watching, even though they're fighting each other, they're still low key about it because they refuse to give up. What is the outcome about this situation with this secondary grouping? What is the outcome? What are we to expect? Just like in the first group, we got towers going on. In the second group, we got towers going on. That's why I called it the tower. And that's the damn truth. And people are mad, they're angry, and they're scared. Ooh. After all that came out, it was only one card. And there we go with that reckless Don Juan energy. This time coming out in the reverse. Because now they're immature, they refuse to admit what they did, even though the truth is staring at them right in their face. The Three of Pentacles, like the Three of Cups and the Five of Wands, is also another card of community. This, with the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, is a collaboration, a diabolical collaboration set up by this King of Wands in the reverse, who is now in defense mode because they have been ratted out. And there's nothing they can do, there's nowhere to run, and there's nowhere to hide. And this is our King of Wands acting in a King of a Knight of Wands reverse energy, which is immature, reckless, and overly promiscuous. Okay. What are we to conclude with this secondary grouping? Alhamdulillah. This is going to be over, and many of you are going to leave that behind and go a new direction. With the globe in your hand, you got the world in your hand, and you know what you want, and you know what to do with it. Fantastic. We can end it right here. Okay, so this is going to reach a resolve, and it's going to be a good one for you, collective, where you can put this behind you. Okay. All right, now the third grouping, the High Priestess. The High Priestess gives me the energy that this person, the one that's being attacked, you collective, there are many of you who are high priestess and high priest and high priestesses, whether it's a man or woman embodying feminine or masculine or both, doesn't really matter. The fact is that you have now been the subject of high focus. You've beaten any kind of magic thrown at you. You've beaten any kind of spell, death spells thrown at you. You have been stolen from a lot of money, and you're still abundant. And you have been quiet behind the scenes in spite of all the bad reputation and slander and smear campaigns and lying and manipulation and attempt to your murder. You still stand quiet with high dignity, and people are now beginning to question who you really are. And many of these people who went against you without knowing all the facts are now scared. They're scared because now they don't know what to do. They don't know how to apologize and come back. They have no idea that there is no coming back from this. And they don't even know how to approach it, collective. Okay, so let's see what is the mystery behind this very elusive high priest or high priestess, whether it's a man or a woman embodying the energy, doesn't matter. Thank you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for the love. Thank you. I'm going to use it to buy, I need to buy Simon's cat food. Somebody donate so I can buy Simon's cat food, and I'll mention your name and I thank you on the air. That's why he's crying, because I just gave him, but that motherfucker eats. Sometimes he eats 2 bags of food a day, and I buy him the good shit. It's expensive, but that's why he a little mad. But my God, I gave him his last food. I gave him, 11:30. He just eats it. I love my cat. I spoil him. I do. Yeah, so thank you so much, guys, for that donation. I'll put the name and let you know who you are for doing that for my Simon. Okay? All right, let's find out about the high priestess. Because it is a woman, a high priestess, but a man can be in a high priestess energy or high priest energy. Okay. Why the high priestess here? This is the third grouping. Okay. Another thing before I pull the spread concerning the high priest or the high priestess. The high priest is a magician, but he is out in the open and struck his stuff as a masculine. And this could be a woman in a high priest energy. Here, this is the high priestess. And the high priestess, the difference between the high priest in principle is that the high priestess will be doing the same level of magic or even higher than the male priest, but in secret, behind the scenes. Her silence or his silence, which is a feminine virtue, also is enough to cast counteracting spells against the high priest or high priestess. This is why they are always in silence. The more silent you are, the more powerful the effect of what you cause. That can lead to a positive direction or a negative, depending on the intent of the silence. Right? So let's keep that in mind. All right. So this is the third grouping of the same situation with a collective. And this time the focus, instead of the Don Juan energy or the situation, this time it is the focus on the high priest or high priestess, or man or woman embodying either energy. We have power and control. So we have a high priestess or priest that is either likes power and control. But I don't get that, because if that was the case, the high priestess would be in the reverse. My feeling is that there is somebody that wants to control a high priestess in every single way. Someone is aware that this person, you, the collective, or someone you know, or someone you're thinking of, is a high priest behind the scenes, and that is causing tremendous anger and feelings of wanting to be controlling, because it's difficult to beat a high priest or high priestess. You cannot outsmart or outthink or outmaneuver a high priest or a high priestess. So if you are someone that's into crime and you want to commit it against someone like this, good luck to you, because it's almost an impossibility. They are too in tune with the Creator. Beyond the high priestess is God himself. Many of you are going to launch a new beginning and move away from this situation. Okay, when you have the Two of Wands coming out next to the Four of Pentacles, that means that this person beats this person who is trying to control them. That means that the person who has been silent all along wins the race. The person that was overly controlling of a high priest or of a situation, or either you or someone you know or someone you're thinking of, has died or will be dead. and that releases you. They told me to say that straight up. God is getting tired. God is slow to anger, but when he gets angry, there's no turning back. And everybody, including the innocent, might go down because of this. So if you're in the way, you get fucked up. That is that kind of energy. If you watch Carrie, the movie Carrie by Stephen King, 1979, that old movie, you gotta watch the old one, not the new one, the old one. Watch the old one, Carrie, and you'll know what I'm talking about. That girl, played by Sissy Spacek, had enough. John Travolta is in that movie too. And when that beast came out of her, everybody, including the innocent, died in that bonfire that she caused. That movie won an Oscar. You need to watch that movie. So people that fuck with people who are quiet and innocent and look timid and look weak, don't fuck with people like that, because that means that you think that kindness is weak, and then you're gonna get caught up. Because kindness is not weak; it could be actually strength hidden behind a beast or a lion. Be careful who you consider weak. Okay. To me, people that are quiet, to me, have never been weak. They're the most dangerous. The most dangerous. My brother is a quiet type. Quiet all his life. And look what he tried to do to me. And look what he tried to do. Look what he did. That just to let you know, be careful. Quiet types and sweet types are not weak like you might think. They are not. All right. What else, Spirit? You're going to get good news. Many of you are going to get good news. What is this good news? What is this good news? I want to go deeper now into it. So I put the cards down and I take out another deck. Urban Tarot. And I'm going to throw 7 cards on the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is good news. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much. If you want to donate, again, it's 347-485-6258 under Zelle or Cash App, Fernando, Ferna number 5 NDO. Because I get that money quicker. The super chat is every 3 months and they take 20% of it. I'd rather you not giving super chat. But many of you prefer to do that. And I thank you because it's still energy. And I take it anywhere when it comes. Thank you. Thank you. I love your love. Let's see, using the Urban Tarot, what is this good news that's coming to you, collective, after having gone through all these issues of control and plot and conspiracy to commit murder, steal, embezzlement. I mean, everything under the fucking sun you had experienced, collective. For real, for real. Okay, what is the good news? Power. Power and control. This is equivalent to the 4 of Pentacles. And this came out in the reverse. That means, like I said, someone's going to die that was a key player in trying to control you and steal from you, collective. There it is. Person will die. And that's the good news. And that is good news. That is good news. Because they were not going to stop. God had to come in and return their dust to the earth because they were not going to stop. And God ain't fucking around when it comes with you, collective. God loves you very much. He's not going to allow these people to win. Okay, the second is the relationship, the marriage. This is the couple that's been the death couple, the murder couple. They're in the reverse. So there's a separation and a death of one of them as well. So there's a second death. Okay? And they're powerful people trying to cause a lot of harm, killed a lot of people, hurt a lot of people. But when they came after you, collective, that's when they fucked up. You don't go against an earth angel or divine feminines and masculines or empresses or emperors, which is many of you, collective. What else? What else? What else is the good news? The money will be returned to you, and all that has been stolen will be returned to you. You're going to be getting a letter from the courts, a court letter and a courier if it hasn't happened already. 4. someone is going to go to jail, and there's someone there that's going to commit suicide over what they've done because they don't want to get caught and they don't want to go to jail. Oh, this is fear. This is the shit that's going to hit the news. Okay. What else? Look, the court system. The ruling is going to go in your favor, and you're going to get everything stolen from you, given to you, and these motherfuckers are going to go to jail, die in jail, if they're not being killed or murdered themselves, because that's what they wanted for you. Okay, some of these people owe money to other people, and they are not paying, they're not collecting what they thought they would, and now they have mobs or gangs affiliated after them because they owe them money. Ooh, the situation has gotten deep, hot. What is this? Ha ha ha. Extraterrestrials getting on their spaceships leaving. This is reptilian energy. Of course, you know that. No? And the last call, using urban tarot. So far, good news. So you're going to get news about people dying that have been responsible for your misery and trying to meet your demise. And these people have had to die. And there'll be a time to celebrate. Celebrate, celebrate. Everything's going to be all right. Okay, so that's the good news that the Page of Wands has to offer. Very good, very good. I like this. What else? Look, Judgment in the reverse. The good news that is going to come out is that those that judged you wrongly, that was not supposed to even be taking the seat or position to judge, and judged you anyway, the good news is that they have met their demise in equal measure in what they tried to do to you, collective. Very good. Yes, very good. Good. Good for their asses. No apologies or remorse here. They've put you through a lot, collective. You've been through a lot. Over bullshit, jealousy, envy. Oh, just terrible feelings. Yeah, collective, this situation is over. The Death card. This cycle is closed. Whatever was brought against you as false evidence with the Page of Pentacles in reverse has not been accepted. They have not been able to take away your Ace of Cups, but their Ace of Cups was taken. Someone now wants to come in with an apology, but they still harbor hatred and resentment, and they're still plotting. So don't trust anyone coming to you with any kind of apology. Don't even answer their calls, their text messages. Don't open up the text messages, because then you're going to reintroduce that energy right back to you, and the cycle is closed. Okay, what are we to conclude about this situation, collective? What are we to conclude for the third grouping here? The King of Cups in the upright are different from the King of Cups in the reverse. What is this about? This is a good energy, benevolent energy. The world, the cycle is closed. The situation came to an end, and I'm getting here that you represent the King of Cups in the upright, winning and triumphantly beating the odds. Thank you for the smart chat, or super chat, or smart chat, whatever you call it. Thank you. Much love. Okay, very good. So the cycle is closed. The world, I mean that it was a good, positive outcome. Someone is coming in, but I'm getting the feeling that this is a new person trying to offer some kind of warmth that might lead to affection that might grow later on to love, which is what the cups represent. But I'm not one of those readers that says, oh, someone's going to propose their love. Oh, someone's going to marry you. Someone's going to come over and they're going to marry you. I don't understand tarot readers that talk like that. Love doesn't happen that way. You know, it's infatuation. If it's not lust, it's infatuation. And it can move from there or gravitate from there to eventually become love. But it's not love right away coming to you. And I don't understand these tarot readers that say that, because the next day is something different. So if you wait a month to see if that love is coming, it never does come, because the reader usually is misinterpreting what it's supposed to be. It is not love. You know, I don't believe that someone's going to come over and marry me. Like they say, oh, this person's going to marry you. Oh my God, this person's going to marry you. Congratulations. No, business. Love doesn't happen that way. I am not going to marry anyone that I don't know. So don't tell me that I'm going to meet the person that's going to get married and we're going to get married. No, we're not, because I don't fucking know you. And I have to fall in love with you first. And before I can do that, I got to like you. I mean, it's a process. So I don't understand tarot readers that do that and jump in there. When I hear that, my stomach turns like, ugh. These tarot readers are young. That's what I got to say. They're young. But the old ones make that mistake too. You will never hear the word love come out of my mouth unless I know for sure that that's what it is. No, love is not going to be coming from no page or no knight or prince or princess. And even if they do have those energies, that doesn't mean that the other person is going to respond in equal reality to those feelings. Those feelings don't just pop out of nowhere and then, oh, here it is. I don't understand that. It really is. To me, it's very irresponsible. Very irresponsible. Okay, here's a Knight of Cups. And it does seem to suggest some kind of affection or warmth. Not love, because love doesn't happen that way. Okay, and this one, next to the World, can mean that there's ulterior motives. Yeah, or it could be a brand new person, because the cycle has closed, so therefore no one from the past is going to be bringing you no cup, right? So this could be a new person introducing the beginning of a new cycle, which is why the King of Cups is in the upright. But the King of Cups in the upright is not going to take an offer from a Knight of Cups. It's not equal. It's not equal. This is a young person. And I'm getting a same-sex situation too. This is a young person coming to offer some kind of love, really? To an older person? King of Cups? This is not a match. So a wise King of Cups is not going to accept this, because this is young. If it's not young or immature, we're dealing with someone who is an actually young person coming to a much older person to offer them a cup. And what king in their right mind of cups is going to take a cup of a knight? It's not equal. Okay, so this might be a great gesture and flattery for someone who's much older. For in my case, I get a lot of young people offering me cups, women and men, and it's very flattering, but I'm always going to turn them down because I'm old enough to be their father. That's that type of energy that I'm getting here. And someone like that is definitely not in love, not in fucking knowing you. They maybe know of you, but they don't know you. So it's a form of infatuation. And here is Gemini, the Lovers. So there is somebody collective coming to you that is genuine about, or they think they are genuine about what they're feeling. They don't know if it's infatuation or actually love, because they don't know you. They know of you, but they don't know you. And love is more than just surface. Okay, so and Gemini is a surface card, so this may be just surface, immature, but deeply sincere. but just unexperienced, right? And no rightful King of Cups will accept that. Okay, we got here, not too many. Too many. Okay. You don't have to work too hard. You can take it easy and relax because life will be smooth sailing from here. It's almost like you're going to be rewarded for what you've been through and for what you have accomplished. You are a manifester, the magician. Many of you are manifestors. This is what it means to be a high priest, which is the first card that came out, right? For the third grouping of you. Okay? Very good. So many of you are very wise. You know how to be grounded. You know how to use these energies. You know how to balance energies. And that's why you guys are going to come out in the right. Here we have the Empress. There's the Empress, which is also the High Priestess or High Priest. Okay? Very good. What's coming to you, collective? Third grouping? Happiness, wish fulfillment. And you're not going to be left out in the cold. You might have been before, not this time. Wow. And that's it. That's the reading. Guys, this was wonderful. I had a lot of fun doing it. I hope you did too. Please donate. Please give. And if you want a reading, just call. Thank you so much. That's 281-690-8825. And buy Simon. Send some money so I can buy Simon some food so he don't bitch. Okay, guys, I hope this helps somebody.